do you make use of these expressions? Leave no stone unturned, know the ropes, or make waves. Interestingly, these are all nautical terminologies that have found their way into our daily English language. If you know some of these expressions, why don't you share your thought with us via our social media handles? We would love to hear from you. You never can tell. You just might win one of our prizes. Hello there. I'm super excited you could join us on another episode of Nimasa this week, where everything maritime is our focus. I remain your anchor, Moyoluwa Olutayo. Join us as we begin the cruise. It promises to be an exciting one. I'll be right back.
Introducing the new face of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, Nimasa. We are charting the direction for a maritime and regulating the industry for a better, bigger, and more economically stable Nigeria. Evolved to serve you better. We are Nimasa. New face, rejuvenated service. Nimasa, changing the tides in your favor.
The program is Nimasa this week. We appreciate all our esteemed viewers who take time out to join us every week. And if you're just joining us for the first time, we welcome you. Let us kickstart the program today with a must-know update that would interest all our business enthusiasts and stakeholders. Nigeria is blessed with a natural maritime endowment base comprising a coastline of over 850 kilometers, an exclusive economic zone of over 200 nautical miles, and a vast inland waterways resource estimated at over 4,000 kilometers, capable of supporting a vibrant intra-regional trade. That is massive. So for all investors out there, you've got a world of opportunities awaiting you. Stay tuned on the program. I'll be right back.
The Nigerian Shippers Council, in collaboration with the Union of African Shippers Councils and under the auspices of the Federal Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy, recently hosted the sub-regional seminar and meeting of Standing Committee No. 1 on Trade and Transport of the Union of African Shippers Councils. The high-level event brought together delegates from across West and Central Africa to deliberate on the readiness of member states for the effective implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Area and the strategic role of shippers' councils in driving regional trade integration, transport efficiency, and maritime competitiveness. In his welcome address, the Executive Secretary of the Nigerian Shippers Council, Barrister Pius Akuta, reaffirmed Nigeria's commitment to advancing trade facilitation and logistics reforms that align with AFCFTA objectives.
Nigerian Shippers Council, as a port economic regulator, continues to implement policies aimed at improving port efficiency, promoting multimodal transport, and facilitating the development of inland dry ports and logistic hubs. These efforts are designed to strengthen our readiness for the effective implementation of AFTA and the WTO Trade Facilitation Agreement. We are equally concerned about the recent issue of peak season surcharges and other arbitrary charges imposed by shipping lines. These surcharges have serious implications for trade competitiveness in West and Central Africa. I believe that through constructive engagement at this forum, we can develop a unified regional position that promotes fairness, transparency, and sustainability of shipping practices.
The Union of African Shippers Councils is an intergovernmental organization comprising national shippers' councils across Africa. It works to protect and promote the interests of African shippers, enhance the efficiency of trade and transport systems, and contribute to the continent's economic integration and sustainable development. On his part, the Honorable Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, His Excellency Adegboyega Oyetola CON, represented by the Permanent Secretary, Mr. Olufemi Oloruntola, delivered the keynote address at the event.
We must confront persistent constraints, particularly in transport logistics, trade facilitation, port efficiency, and shipping costs. These are areas where National Shipyards Council must play a decisive and proactive role, aligning their interventions with the objectives of the African Union and the implementation roadmap of AFTA. Across the sub-region, Shipyards Councils occupy a strategic position as advocates of shippers' interests and regulators of port economic activities. By promoting fair freight rates, transparent shipping practices, and efficient cargo movement, they help to reduce the cost of trade and enhance the competitiveness of African exports. In Nigeria, the federal government, through the Nigerian Shipyards Council, our port economic regulator, continues to implement policies that strengthens port efficiency, multimodal transport connectivity, and digital trade facilitation.
Welcome back. You're still watching Nimasa This Week. The Federal Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy and the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency Nimasa have made remarkable progress at collaborations. Both the ministry and the agency have successfully organized different workshops and hosted various categories of stakeholders globally as part of efforts towards harnessing the blue economy sector in Nigeria. Stay tuned on the program. I will be right back.
The Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, NIMASA, has accredited 27 registered shipyards across the country. This is in accordance with its mandate enshrined in Section 22 of the NIMASA Act 2007 and Sections 335 to 339 of the Merchant Shipping Act 2007, which gives the agency statutory powers to regulate, license, inspect, and enforce standards for shipyard operations in Nigeria. Out of the 27 accredited facilities, 10 are located in Lagos State, 8 in Rivers State, and 9 in Delta State. These are the only shipyards that have so far complied with the agency's stringent regulatory, safety, and operational standards. Releasing the list of accredited shipyards in Lagos, the Director General of NIMASA, Dr. Dayo Mubiriola, emphasized that the accreditation exercise forms part of the agency's broader drive to enhance safety and streamline operational efficiency in the maritime industry. As a direct benefit of this accreditation, vessels to be built at these facilities will be assigned a keel identification number by the agency's Maritime Safety and Seafarer Standards Department at the time of construction, in accordance with the Certificate of Plan and Specification Approval. This keel identification number will make such vessel eligible to obtain an IMO number. The verification and accreditation process is a continuous one aimed at ensuring operational excellence across the nation's maritime value chain. By maintaining an updated and transparent registry of accredited facilities, Nimasa seeks to enhance industry confidence, protect investments, and align local operations with global best practices. A comprehensive list of the accredited shipyards is available in the link on the Nimasa website, as stated. A former Director General of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency and renowned public policy strategist, Dr. Dakuku Peterside, formally presented 2 new books he authored, Beneath the Surface, Essays on Nigeria's Checkered Journey, and Leading in a Storm, at an elegant ceremony held in Victoria Island, Lagos. The high-profile event attracted an impressive gathering of dignitaries, including former Vice President Professor Yemi Osinbajo, former Minister of Foreign Affairs, retired Major General Ike Nwachukwu, the Director General of Nimasa, Dr. Dayo Mobiriola, represented by the Executive Director, Finance and Administration, Mr. Chudi Ofodile, as well as governors, diplomats, business leaders, and academics. In his author's address, Dr. Peterside reflected on the motivations behind his latest works, explaining that both books draw from his experiences in leadership, governance, and nation building. Representing the Director General of Nimasa, the Executive Director of Finance and Administration, Mr. Chudi Ofodile, paid tribute to Dr. Peterside's exemplary leadership during his tenure as the agency's helmsman and commended his continuing contributions to national discourse through literary engagement.
I have a simple message from Dr. Dayo Mobiriola, the Director General CEO of Nimasa, who is truly unavoidably absent. He left last night for a mission abroad in search of a seat that Dr. Peterside knows well about. We call it Category C. And that's so important for Nigeria to attain. That campaign is ongoing and is led by Nimasa and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And that's why he just couldn't be here with us today. But there's a message for Dr. Dakuku. Over the years, Nimasa has established maritime institutions across the country, across the different geopolitical zones. And those institutes we have undertaken as Nimasa, as an agency that Dr. Peterside served so diligently to buy 25 copies each and distribute to all those institutes.
Former Vice President Professor Yemi Osinbajo, in his goodwill message, lauded Dr. Peterside for skillfully linking justice, leadership, and economic progress, describing his works as timely contributions that underscore the moral and progressive values of an equitable society.
One of Dakuku's most remarkable gifts, I think, is his ability to capture in words the complex nuances that we often struggle to articulate. In one of his deeply perceptive articles, and I urge you to read it, titled Justice as an Economic Commodity, he writes with striking clarity, justice comes with a price tag. If money, proximity, and muscle can influence the outcome, courts then cease to be institutions of order and they become markets of outcomes. The harm is immediate and layered. Entrepreneurs learn to calculate a new line in their budgets called friction, the cost of adjournments, the premium for speed, and the fee for outcomes.
Leading in the storm. For me, the greatest value of this book lies in the transformational knowledge and insights it offers. It acknowledges that the greatest leaders are not found during peacetime, but forged in the tempest. I want every leader operating in complex environments, whether in the halls of government, the boardroom, or within their community, to gain a deeper understanding of how to lead effectively through relentless challenges. Crucially, they should be equipped with practical tools they can apply immediately. This book moves beyond theory to provide success stories and actionable frameworks, ensuring leaders can make a meaningful positive impact in both their personal development and their professional journeys. This is a rigorous roadmap for those who refuse to be defined by crisis, but who choose instead to shape the future with foresight, clarity, and enduring courage. Let's turn to my essay collection, Beneath the Surface. Its ultimate worth lies in its power to inspire citizens and leaders to take meaningful action that advances our nation. Beneath the Surface challenges us to look beyond the headlines and easy answers. It's a deep dive into the systemic issues and cultural nuances that shape our experience. My hope is that if one leader or citizen finds the courage to contribute significantly or break through the artificial barriers, the psychological and political obstacles holding us back, then the book will have fulfilled its profound purpose.
This is the piracy. The suspicious pirate boat is approaching the commercial vessel. We have the assets that have been ready. Coming from the left, you will see the fast interceptor boats. 4 of our fast interceptor boats, each carrying the manpower of 12 personnel. Above, we have 2 of our special mission helicopters, all moving towards this vessel because of the information received by the authority of the Deep Blue Commander.
I'm particularly very happy we have the Secretary General of International Maritime Organization witnessing the demonstration of the capabilities of the Deep Blue Project. I want to say that the Deep Blue Project is a multi-layered security architecture that has earned Nigeria a zero piracy for the past 3 years. And it's not enough for us to say so. It is important for people, particularly the Secretary General, to witness the demonstration. It's not a fluke, it's a reality. And I must commend the various agencies, the security agencies particularly, for the collaboration. That means with teamwork, there's nothing you cannot achieve. We will try to sustain it. It's tough in terms of funding, but the federal government is determined to ensure that there's no piracy in our waters. That's part of
what could allow us to harness the potentials of the blue economy. I must commend all the people that are involved, the CEO of the management team, all the various agencies that have contributed in getting this thing to this stage. I'm proud of the fact that, the SG is able to look at this. I'll come back to UK to be able to convince them that Nigeria deserves to be a member of the Council of IMO.
I want to start by thanking the government of Nigeria, the ministry, Nimasa, and in particularly the Deep Blue team, because this is one of the most impressive displays that I have seen and experienced. And the reality is that we know how important maritime security is, particularly for Nigeria and the Gulf of Guinea. And I hope and I really encourage the government to sustain this project because the results are there. The fact that for the last 3 years there has been not a single piracy attack in the national waters of Nigeria just demonstrates the effectiveness. And of course this also will demonstrate, will replicate the fact that commerce then will return and will come back, it will increase, which in turn is going to help the economy of the country. The International Maritime Organization works with 176 member states, and I encourage Nigeria to continue their campaign for their election into the IMO Council. They have been there before, they know that they are doing very good work, and I wish them a lot of success in the elections. I'm not an expert when it comes to those kind of equipment, but I can tell you that with the explanations of the experts, and if you combine that with the display, the amazing display that I have just experienced, I can tell that it's not only a state-of-the-art equipment, but the results actually prove that they have the right equipment in order to carry out these activities.
Introducing the new face of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, Nimasa. We are charting the direction for a maritime and regulating the industry for a better, bigger, and more economically stable Nigeria. Evolved to serve you better. We are Nimasa. New face, rejuvenated service. Nimasa, changing the tides in your favor.
That's our package for today. We hope you enjoyed the voyage. From all of us here at Nimasa this week, we wish you a beautiful week filled with great opportunities. Until we come your way again next week on this same platform, same time, I remain your anchor, Moyioluwa Olutayo. Fair winds and following seas.